Good evening, Sagittarius. How are you guys doing? This video is going to be for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Now, a lot of other tarot readers are going to tell you to go ahead and look at your Venus sign, but I say look at your Mars sign because it rules sexuality. And I think that's the most important thing in intimate relationships if you are looking into a love reading. Now, never know if this is going to be a business, career, life, or love reading. So I guess you just got to find out and go with the energy. So, yeah, let's just get into it. Okay. All right, so we start out with the Empress in reverse and the World card, and then the Six of Wands. This could just be you realizing that you are having romantic issues with life and kind of coming to terms with that and moving forward. With this card, this is like Hufflepuff kind of colors. So it's like this is the energy of having to go into life having no fear of this type of energy, the Nine of Swords, which is just like this draining, all about them. They don't want to help or support you in anything. Moving forward and going into life, still caring about people, even though this might happen. Just knowing that once this happens, that you can cut them off and you can be, victorious and move forward, because that will help you get over your romantic issues. It'll help you build your boundaries and be able to actually move forward and maybe find someone who can keep your interest. Yeah, we have the Eight of Swords coming out here, and this is someone who kind of has felt left out, maybe. So maybe you're actually leaving, realizing that you have to leave this draining relationship that kind of left you out of things and didn't include you maybe in their friend groups or their plans or really just their life in general. Made you feel kind of like a side piece. Maybe you even did this to somebody. I know you Sagittarius I'm Sag rising, so I kind of get that little bit of toxicity energy. I understand. So then it went into you starting your Fool's journey, basically. This is definitely telling me that you were leaving a relationship or definitely just leaving a relationship and starting a single life or a new path. Because we have the Sun energy and then the Four of Swords. So then this is just literally you leaving to find happiness in yourself again, because that relationship is not good for you. This is your head and your heart being at battle. You have to like go within yourself to be able to figure out what was actually bringing you happiness. Was it this person Or was it just you? You know what I'm saying? Some people, especially Sagittariuses, you guys normally find more happiness in yourself than you do in other people, if that makes sense. Like, some people, it's just like a different zodiac sign type of thing, so don't feel bad about it. It's also kind of a fire sign thing. When you are in a party or a group or just any situation, there are people who like to stand back and like to just observe and participate in small parts of it. Those are like what I would call like floaters. I would say those are more what many earth signs and water signs are typically. Maybe some air signs. It kind of just depends upon the mixture of what your chart is. But Sagittariuses, they normally, when they're in a room, they like to lead things. They like to be the center of the attention. They like to be a part of the main conversation or the main scene that's basically going on in that moment. So maybe you were just in a situation where you were wanting to see the world and wanting to have the world be your oyster, basically. I mean, that's what Sages do. They want to go experience everything, and the people around you or the person that you were with just was not in that same energy, so you had to leave. Yeah, this is with the Two of Pentacles coming out after this. This is definitely you fighting with this decision, maybe trying to balance it out to be able to figure out how you are going to be able to experience the things you want to without like hurting the people around you. Because that can be something that can be hard for fire signs to do, is to be able to enjoy the moment without feeling like you're burdening the more sensitive people around you, and especially at work or something. It can be really hard to be able to close yourself off, because it is important to do. In some situations, it calls for you to have to put a mask on and be able to present yourself in a different light or a different way. Now with the Knight of Cups coming after this is basically, I feel like you just moving forward towards somebody who is more connected and knows a lot more things than you, because that is something that's extremely important for you, to be with somebody who knows more than you do and that can teach you something, because that will keep you interested in them. Yeah, this is kind of like, I'm reading this as like you're deciding on if that's what you want to do, or if you want to be in a relationship where you lead everything and you're the teacher. Because it totally is a personal decision, especially with you needing to know more things than just your sun sign, because that will help you determine in what kind of relationship dynamic you want to be in. Do you want to be in one where you are more of the leader of things and you're the teacher to somebody who doesn't really know a lot of things about life or themselves or blah, 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 blah? Or do you want to be in a relationship where it's more of a student-teacher kind of thing? Because as Sagittarius is, I completely understand that you don't, that you're not stupid and that you're somebody who likes to teach, just by nature. So you can either choose that relationship or going into a student-teacher relationship where you are always learning and teaching from one another. Kind of depends on what you think is going to be more healthy for you, which also totally depends on your signs and your placements. So look into that. That's my advice. Let's see. I'm gonna pull some clarifiers. I think I want to see why why you felt you had to get out of this situation, or what kind of triggered it to make you leave. Sorry, it was kind of stuck on the floor a little bit. Okay, so we have the Eight of Cups, which is literally you just having to leave something that's like unhealthy for you. We have the Hangman, which is like you having to find a new perspective. Three of Swords, maybe some cheating, some shady behavior. Maybe they weren't standing up for you, possibly talking shit behind your back. Knight of Wands. This is big changes. So, I mean, you definitely could have felt backed up in the corner. Maybe you were manipulated. This person maybe made you see things in a different light, and it just... Negative people like to have other negative people around them, because when people are in that mindset, they like to be in that mindset. They like to think that things never work out for them, or that things don't go their way, or they like to just talk about negative things all the time. So that can cause you to could literally change your perspective, back you in a corner, because you know you're not like that, which is probably exactly what triggered this Fool's journey for you. Yeah, it could have even made you want to cheat on them, to be honest. And that could be why you're leaving. So, yeah. All right. I'm gonna pull an oracle card for you. Okay, this says your sun is watched over and protects you as he explores the world. This doesn't necessarily mean a son. This could be a little sibling, possibly a pet. Maybe that has some type of significance to you. Yeah. That's all I got. If this resonated with you, or you like this reading, please like and subscribe down below. All right. Bye.